Hi, good morning. It's Wild Scent. I'm back. um, I'll be honest, I've made a few videos so far this morning that didn't really flow, or they were flowing too much. So, this video might be a little, I don't know, it might feel a little structured because I don't remember what I've said and what I haven't said. So I kind of wrote down the most important things on a piece of paper. So it's not going to, hopefully it will still flow, but it may flow and come back and flow and come back and flow and come back. Anyway, so I wanted to share how excited I was to, how excited I am to be on this video making journey with all of you, of course. I got some really awesome feedback from people about how nice it was to see how excited I was about this journey and how nice it was to see me in general, moving and talking and all of that stuff. So it was really exciting to see that from all of you, and partially because I'm really excited to come see all of you, and so now you kind of know what it's like, what I am like, and also because I think it may have inspired some more people to make videos, and I would love to see them moving and talking and all of that stuff. So that would be awesome. See, this is where I have to refer to my list already. Okay. Okay. So the other part of the journey, the video making journey thing, is that I'm going to be learning how to adjust settings better and editing maybe. Eventually, maybe I should learn to edit now so I can edit all this stuff out. Anyway, but the settings, I wanted to say, because this is so funny to me, that I'm trying to figure out the settings so I can not be so white, because I look like a ghost. I know I haven't got my summer tan yet, but I really am not this white. So anyway, so that's kind of funny. But at least my plant is bright green, so that's the most important thing, of course. And you can see the color in my beautiful head wrap that I made. You can call it made. It was a scrap from my curtains in my room. It's perfect for a head wrap. It's my favorite. But anyway, so that's my video journey thing that I'm so excited about, and I'm just so excited to be able to make these videos. I love watching myself. I've never seen myself talk before, and I'm not as weird as I thought I was. And I don't think I don't feel like I have to be self-conscious now when I talk to people. I feel like I could just be comfortable because I don't look bad or weird or anything. I'm kind of beautiful when I talk. Okay, I'm really beautiful when I talk. So anyway, really excited to make these videos. Really, really excited. And I'm sorry, my nose is so clogged. But anyway, I'm really hoping to get the kids on video sometime soon, or eventually I should say. I think it'd be really cool to get to see my kids, so you can see what you're getting yourself into. No, I just don't know how weird it's gonna be for them to talk into a camera to some people that aren't there, that they've never met. Okay, maybe that's my own issue because that's how I felt. Well, staring into a camera instead of staring into a face is what was weird for me. But it's not weird for me to talk to you. But anyway. Okay, now I'm thinking of all kinds of weird things. But anyway, so yeah. So this video thing is awesome, and I'm really, really glad that I did it. And I'm really looking forward to doing it more often. And yeah, I love the realness of it and the vulnerability that I feel from doing it. I love that I I can come on here in my pajama shirt and sweats, which you can't see, but you know, I can just come on here and I can just talk and I can just not care about all of the imperfections, and somehow they're kind of quirky and cute and fun, and I get to be really real and you know, honest with you, and it feels really good to me to be able to feel comfortable doing that, because it's something that I never could have done before. So, the other journey that I'm really excited about is this nomad journey, of course. My goodness. Okay, so a few things have come about since my last video, which was only 2 days ago. And they kind of inspired this letting go theme that I have today, which is we didn't get the pop-up trailer. We did not. I should say that since my nose is clogged. We did not get the pop-up trailer that I was, you know, originally anticipating getting. But it's funny because the night before, I was thinking about, you know, what kind of a space I really wanted to be in and be comfortable in. And, you know, I was like petting my cats and thinking how much I would miss them, and thinking about how not very comfortable they would be in this big, gigantic, empty house because I was going to sell everything. And so I was just kind of thinking, wow, maybe I don't want to do this pop-up trailer thing, you know, maybe I want to do something that I can bring my cats. And the other part of the pop-up trailer van situation is that I would have to keep the kids strapped to the car seats for long periods of time while we're driving, which, you know, doesn't sound like fun, especially when we went grocery shopping yesterday and I had the hardest time getting Nishaya her car seat at all. I mean, you know, we sat in the parking lot for about half an hour until she felt comfortable sitting down and just driving, you know, down the street to the house. So I don't think I want to have those car seat nightmares on the road. Nor do I want Cassidy to be trapped in the front seat for hours on end while I'm driving if need be. Also, I would love for her to be able to kick back in her bed and read a book or do art or something like that that she might not feel comfortable doing, and you know, or have the space to do comfortably in the front seat. So I'm glad about that. I'm also glad about not having to pop a trailer up every time we want to sleep. If we're in an RV, I could just walk, you know, just get out of my seat, walk to the back. So that's cool. And the other part about the pop-up trailer too that I was really questioning was the fact that the part that pops up, you know, that middle part, is like a fabric. It's like a tent fabric. And I was thinking that would be very comfortable for climate control, because I'm really sensitive about temperatures. And so, yeah, so I was thinking an RV is probably going to be best. And then I went on Craigslist again to go, you know, I go at least once a day. Okay, I go like 5 or 6 times a day. Except I haven't gone this morning yet, I just realized. But anyway, I go on Craigslist and search RVs in the area. And I found a diesel RV with only 19,000 miles on it. And it's a pretty big RV, which I didn't necessarily want, but, you know, who knows what the inside looks like. But, you know, it's a little bit older. But it's a diesel RV, which means it could be converted over to veg oil. And it only had 19,000 miles on it. And I thought, you know, if this pop-up trailer thing falls through, it's just meant to be. Like, cool, you know? Maybe I'll find something else. The wonderful thing about being a nomad is the mindset that comes with it, where nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, and, you know, you can always find something new, or do something new, or try something new. So I'm really excited about having more options ahead of me as far as what we're going to do, you know, what we're going to travel in, what we're going to do with this house. I have until August to decide, you know, well, I guess July 1st. So I have almost 2 months to decide whether we're going to stay in the, you know, whether I'm going to try to keep this house while I'm traveling for the first bit and then come back and finish what I need to do, or if I'm just gonna, you know, finish it up and then go. So right now I'm leaning toward wanting to not keep the house. I don't like having this, what did I call it in one of my posts? This, or maybe it was a journal. Anyway, I don't know. But I said that it felt like this crazy octopus arm dangling all over the place while we're in this nice little self-contained area. You know, having a house back somewhere kind of defeats the purpose of the freedom of living on the road for me. The freedom of living on the road is not so much just being on the actual road as it is the lack of responsibilities and obligations and all of that stuff that come with living on the road. Which brings me to my next segment that I wanted to talk about. I've really decided to let go of the schedule that I had set out. It would be nice if we could kind of end up around those dates and those places. But right now I'm trying to breathe through my nose now. Right now, what's most important to me is finding freedom, living wilder, living more from the inside out. And it just seems to me that living by maps and calendars and whatnot defeats the whole purpose of following where the path opens up in front of us. So maybe I just needed to get my fill of that plan to rush around and see everybody, because deep down in my heart I want to see everybody so much. But I'm also thinking maybe it would be better to spend more time with people rather than racing from one house to the next, you know? Spending more time with people and then spending time in between people to really reflect on what that means for my life and how it's feeling to really make these connections with people. Because I really want to make each of you a part of my life. You know, I want to make each of you a part of my tribe, and each of you deserves so much more time and less pressure. So I don't know how far I'll get, you know, in an RV, and we're back to that gas mileage thing again. It would be nice if I could convert it over to veg oil before I leave, but who knows what the future may bring. So who knows? I love uncertainty. It's full of so many possibilities. Ooh, writing Facebook status. So right now my only plan is sell everything, save money, check Craigslist as often as possible, and see how it all unfolds. I trust that it's all going to work out the way that it's supposed to, and I trust that all of you will understand why I need to follow life in this way. So I look forward to meeting everybody. I look forward to building this tribe, and I look forward to not feeling the obligation that I have put onto it. I know that none of you have put any of that obligation onto me. But yeah, I'm really excited about just taking it so slowly, because I'm very much a slow person. Let me just check. There's one other thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, the other thing about letting go that I've been loving is letting go of my stuff. I went through my keepsakes yesterday, and I got rid of everything. there's a couple things that I have still that I'm going to give to family members that I think would be able to treasure them and keep them safe. Um, but I got rid of so much stuff that I've been holding on to. I had okay, so I played with Barbies till I was about 15. Oh, I'm so telling you this stuff. But anyway, it's okay. It's like 15 minutes into the video. Only the hardcore Wild Zen fans deserve to know that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I crack myself up. Anyway, so I had my absolute favorite Barbie, which I thought it was right up on the shelf there. I was going to grab it and show you. But anyway, my absolute favorite Barbie. I like, oh my gosh, one year one time I decided that I wanted to braid her hair, like a ton of like little tiny braids. So I sat down and took like 2 hours and I totally braided her entire head and like put little knots on the end and everything. So I had this Barbie and she was like wearing like my favorite clothes that she has. Well, I had all of my old Barbie stuff, my favorite stuff that I had kept, and I gave it all to Cassidy except my favorite Barbie with her favorite backpack on that had like her favorite little stuff in it that, okay, my favorite little stuff for her in it that I didn't want to give up. And yesterday I opened up my box and I saw her sitting on top and Nishaya reached in to grab her and I was like, okay, here you go. And she took her and she started pulling on her and I said, take her in the living room, I just can't watch. Oh. And she did. And I found her on the ground later and I picked her up because I didn't want the dog to eat her. But anyway, just let it go. You know, just let it go. I don't need to carry stuff around in a box. I don't need to. I really, really don't need to. Oh my gosh. Not only because I don't need to keep stuff in a box that I will never use, but also because, well, yeah, I don't need to keep stuff. Oh, because I won't have room. I won't have room to store stuff in a box. What the hell do I need a box full of dusty stuff for? I have everything inside of me. I do. I really have everything inside of me. And I don't need physical stuff to show that. I can tell my children stories about stuff. So the only thing that I couldn't get rid of is like a plaster plaque thing with my handprint on it from when I was like 1. And that's hard for me to get rid of because I'm so partial to handprints. They're so sacred to me. So, and it's my handprint from when I was a little teeny one. Okay. So I still have that. And a couple pieces of jewelry that I'm not quite sure who they belonged to. I have to ask my dad. But I think I might just incorporate them into my jewelry and wear them. Some of them are really pretty. And then a couple things, like I think I already said, that I'm going to pass on to family members. Another thing that I was able to get rid of that felt so liberating was this big fat shoebox that was overfull of, and it used to hold combat boots, so this was a big box. Anyway, of my old stories that I used to write. When I was like a teenager, I wrote so many stories. I was writing stories all the time, constantly, living vicariously through characters. I gave up Barbies and picked up story writing. Okay, story writing was probably just an older version of Barbie playing, but anyway. So I got rid of that entire box because it's a box full of stories that I've never read, and I never will because I don't have time for that old stuff. If I'm going to spend my time doing something, I'm going to do something in the now. I'm going to do something for the future. Or I'm going to tell my kids a story about how I used to write stories. And I can tell them that they were amazing. And I don't have to have proof. I've never read them. Maybe they weren't as amazing as I remember them being. But in my memory, I was amazing. So if I don't have, you know, hardcore proof that I wasn't, then I am, right? So, okay. So I got rid of that. And I also got rid of all of my old college stuff. That sounded funny. But all my stuff from graduations. like the tassels and the pins and all that stuff. That chapter of my life is definitely closed. I don't foresee me going back to a formal education setting. You know, who knows what the future may bring? Who knows? I mean, I look forward to all of the change that's going to happen in my life, the constant, repeated change, the times when I think, oh my gosh, 10 years ago I never would have imagined I'd be ... or 5 years ago, or 2 years ago, or can you believe I'm ... So who knows? Maybe someday I will return to the formal education setting, but I won't be wearing those tassels and pins and stuff because I threw them away. The only thing that I did keep that I'm really excited about is I kept these purple ropes. They're like satin ropes, and I'm going to use them to hold up in the beautiful sun curtains that I made. I'm going to use them to hold those open and let in the real sun rays. So I'm excited about the symbolism, and I'm excited that they're purple and beautiful and soft and all of those things that I love. I love repurposing, and I'm glad to keep a piece of the women's studies, background. I think that was from the Honor Society. I think that's what those cords were for. But anyway, so I'm really glad to have all of that stuff. And I think that was basically the other stuff that I kept. Oh my gosh. Right now, I'm really wishing that I had these in my hand because I would love to read these to you. But Cassidy has always been like the cutest, funniest, sweetest girl ever. So I have a few of the things that she's made me over the years, little letters that she's written or cards or something, or like one time she had this club that she started with, that she like was trying to incorporate my oldest stepson in. He was like, I want to say 13 or something, and she was like, 6. Anyway, and it's a list of the rules, which included things like no being mean, no hitting, no doing drugs, no killing, no talking back. Oh my gosh, it's like the funniest list. So I had to keep that. But those I needed to keep proof of. Oh my gosh. But it's just like an envelope, and I might find more stuff when I go through her keepsakes out in the garage that I want to add to that envelope, and then that envelope is so worth keeping. Oh my gosh. If not for the belly laughs, oh my gosh. So there's that. And I'm gonna have much more of those letters when Noble and Vijaya start writing and making up clubs and rules and funny stuff. So there will be some stuff that I'll be keeping, but it was really nice letting go of the stuff that I don't need to keep right now. So, what else was I going to say? Goodness. Letting go of stuff. So I'm kind of just taking my house 1 square foot at a time. Just getting rid of stuff a little bit at a time. Finding closure with everything is feeling really good right now, because if I find closure with it now, then I won't miss it later. And finding closure with it now is also helping me realize how heavy all of this stuff has been on me, and how liberating it's going to be to not have it anymore. Like, I have this wooden box that I used to keep my keepsakes in that stands maybe 2 feet high, probably 2 feet wide, and maybe a little less than 2 feet deep. And I'm just going to keep everything that I own in that one spot. Right now I've got my books in it and my notebooks that I'm going to keep. They're both in there. And that's it. I'm just going to keep that little bit of stuff that fits in that box. And I'm really excited about how simple that's going to be, and how simple that's going to feel, and how easy that's going to be to take care of and maintain. I think that a lot of people maybe find it hard to pare their belongings down to so little. But for me, it's easy to pare it down to what I want to keep. The hard part is just getting the rest of it out the door. That's what's being hard for me. I feel like I'm drowning in this gunk, and it's creating funk. I'm like so sick from just drowning in all of this. So I've got I've got such a small amount of stuff that I'm keeping. I don't know if you can hear that, but my baby's coughing. That's why I'm getting distracted right now. Okay, she's good. Actually, she might be coming in here. Wouldn't that be a treat? But anyway, so I think I hear the pitter patter of little feet. Me too. Mama? Mama! Hi, Mama's come here. Mama's little sleepy Boo-Boo. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, Mama's Boo-Boo. So, oh goodness. Oh, such a big cough for such a little Boo-Boo. Yes, this cough is not fun. I know, baby. So, anyway, just come here, Mama. Come here, baby. So, I'm really excited about getting rid of stuff, but I'm really wishing that I moved out my door faster. Oops, I bumped the table. That was the special effects for me laughing. Anyway, yeah, it's easy for me. It would be so much easier for me if I had the RV here and I could just pick up my stuff and go put it into the RV and see how it fits and feels, and then, you know, just shove the rest of it out the door, or open the front door and say, please, come take my stuff. Hi, son. Oh, look, it's a big treat. I was just talking about how I was hoping to get everybody on camera, and look, it's 3/4 of us. Look, you want to say hi? Hi. Oh, you're sleepy. Good morning, my love. My beautiful babies. So, I guess that I should probably, whoa, that was the dog. I guess that I should probably call this a video. Oh, look, another half hour. Half hour seems to be a pretty good time for me. I need to stop doing that. I'll stop doing that too, though. I do enjoy depth, but I can only imagine how hard it is to sit and watch a video for a few minutes. Even though it's me, and I'm awesome and beautiful and all that stuff. Alright, so, letting go. It's awesome. It's kind of the theme of my life, so I'm sure that there will be more on it. And I hope that you, well, I'm not going to say I hope, because the only thing I hope is that you're doing what feels right for you. But, you know, if letting go is something that's important to you, I hope that this video resonates with you. Alright. I guess we're done signing off. Oh, I didn't come up with a cool sign-off phrase yet. I was thinking something along the lines of cough, cough, cough. I love you and yours. Something like that, because I do. And I can't wait to meet you. And, yeah. Okay. Wait, one more thing real fast. Okay. One of the main reasons for this shift in my attitude about racing around to see everybody is because it really became clear to me that Boo-Boo, careful not to knock it over. It really became clear to me that, hold on, sweetheart, let me help Boo-Boo for a second. Oh goodness, maybe this has to go on a different video. Here, Boo-Boo, here, Boo-Boo. Okay. It really became clear to me that my whole reason for traveling was because I want everybody to be close to me. I want to be close to everybody. I want, You know, if we're missing somebody, we can just take off and go see them. Um, you know, I want everybody to be our neighbors. I want traveling and living and visiting people to be our life. I don't want it to be, you know, our rushing to the next spot. You know what I mean? We don't need to do that. If travel is our life, then we just travel. And the whole nation is our house, you know? So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. It made sense in my head better than it seemed to come out. So, alright. Noble, I'm gonna turn off this video. I'm making this video for my friends so that they can get to know us a little bit. Do you want to say something to the video before I turn it off? Do you want to say something to the video?
Bye.
Alright. Bye.